Hello and welcome to FPL Kids. I'm Blake and I'm joined by my dad Matt. On this podcast, we talk about FPL. It's mainly just kids that adults listen to.
Hello, Blake.
Hello.
We're live on YouTube.
I know.
I think I've worn this hat before on a YouTube live, maybe last year.
Yeah.
If you are watching on YouTube,
If you're watching on YouTube, what? You just
What?
said if you're watching on YouTube, what?
what's wrong with that?
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see that I've got a hat on.
Oh, I thought you meant.
If you're just listening to the podcast, go and watch the YouTube
Yes.
because you get to see Blake. Oh, Blake's stealing my hat, is he? Oh no, Blake.
Forget.
The hat looks a bit silly now.
Yeah.
Oh, if you are listening to the
That's what
podcast,
she said.
you've got to come and watch.
Yes. Made you fun.
I think FPL Kids is better on YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Do you enjoy it, Blake?
Yeah.
Blake, what's coming up on today's FPL Kids?
Today on FPL Kids, we've got my FPL game week, my plans for next game week, and a lot of fun mix up.
Brilliant. Just a quick one. Again, we've not got much time with all these FPL deadlines, all the midweek games.
Yes.
Do you know, one game week finished last night, the next one starts tomorrow, so we haven't got much time.
Very hard.
Oh, so your FPL game week, do you want to fire up your iPad and
Fire up the iPad.
let's see?
Just say it cannot be backed up. My storage cannot be backed up. What does it mean?
I don't know. The storage on Blake's iPad cannot be backed up, apparently.
Yes.
Right, go to game week 15 that's just gone in this
that one.
midweek. How many points did you get, Blake?
35.
35. What was
Average 35.
So you did bang average?
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Not
Yeah.
really. I don't think... No? Are you happy or not?
I don't know.
Don't know. Well, where did you get your 35 points?
Goal for Carrier with 2. Defense Trippier with 1. Shaw with 1. Gray with 1.
Mm-hmm.
In midfield, Saka with 10, Martinelli with 7, Son with 2, and Mbeumo with 6. And up front, Watkins with 1, João Pedro with 2, and Haaland with 2.
Bit of a weird game week, wasn't it?
Yes.
You were unlucky. I thought Newcastle were going to beat Everton, but they lost 3-0, and that's where you Trippier and Shaw. They did well for you previously.
Yeah.
Last week, I think they got you quite a few points, but they've let you down. But you did pick the right captain.
Yes, I did, obviously.
I captained Salah, and he did nothing against Sheffield. You captained Saka. He got an assist.
Got an assist.
But I bet you expected more out of your team this week.
Yeah.
Because look at your strikers, Watkins, João Pedro and Haaland.
Got nothing.
5 points between the lot of them.
5 points. 23 strikers.
What's that accent?
I honestly have no idea.
Well, we haven't got time to go through your ranks and leagues.
Yeah, we can't do that because we don't have enough time because
But we'll come back to that next week.
Yeah, let's do that next week.
All right, so an average week.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us your plans then for game week 16?
Yes, and before you do that...
Before we do that, whoa, where's the hat going?
I'm the host.
Okay, the host has taken the hat.
Host wears Santa hats. Not annoying little side buddies that edit it.
I'm an annoying little side buddy.
Yes.
Thanks, Blake.
You're welcome.
You are the star of the show.
Yes, I am.
Well, while you get your game week 16
No.
up, I'm a bit jealous of what you can do this game week.
Okay, you don't talk about that.
Well, while you're getting your team up, I'll tell everybody that we found out that Mbeumo or Mbeumo, how do you say it?
Mbeumo.
Mbeumo.
I do Mbeumo.
Some people say Mbeumo, or some people just say Bumo, I think.
I say Mbeumo.
Well, that Brentford player is injured.
Yes. However you pronounce his name.
I only had one transfer this week, and I made the transfer before he got injured.
Good job.
So I'm
little
stuffed.
Matty.
But you saved your transfer on Monday.
Yes.
So you've got 2 transfers to make.
I had to transfer.
So I'm pretty
I
jealous.
want to do that thing where they... It's not working. I want to do that.
What do you want
Just
to do?
tell me how I did the ball. Did it work? Did it go round and round?
I'm going to say yes.
Did it?
If you are listening to the podcast, please watch the YouTube. There's a link in the description.
Is there?
I'm going to put one in there.
Well, that isn't now, is there?
Well, not right now, because it's not published as a podcast until we've finished.
Yeah, but everyone on YouTube can see me.
True.
Yes.
You've got to watch the video, basically.
Yes.
So you're going to get rid of Mbumo.
Yeah.
There's loads of good midfield options.
Yeah.
And I know that because when we planned this podcast, we talked about 4 options.
4 options.
And you considered all of these. Why don't you talk us through the options then for getting rid of Mbumo?
Palmer, 5.4 million.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, 6.4 million.
Okay.
Huang Hee-chan, 5.7 million. Gordon, 6.1 million.
So you're thinking about Palmer, Bernardo Silva, Huang Hee-chan, and Gordon. I've got Palmer. He kind of saved me a bit this week because he scored.
How many points did you get?
I think he got about. He got.
Say how many points did you?
Me.
Yes.
I think I got 41 this week, but so I did beat you, but mainly because of Palmer.
At the start of the week, you said I would beat you.
Well, I did think you'd do better because I
thought
thought
I do like the best in the world.
I didn't say you'd do the best in the world this week, but
It's good.
I thought you'd beat me because I thought that Trippier and Shah would get more, and I thought that maybe Haaland, Watkins, João Pedro would do better for you. So I've got Palmer. Are you going to get Palmer?
No.
He's got Everton.
Nah, I'm not.
He's got Everton.
No, not listening.
You don't care.
Not listening. La, 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 la. I'm getting Huang Hee-chan, and I already haven't been talking about this, even though I haven't already.
So you've chosen Huang.
Yes.
Because I was going to say the problem with
yeah.
the problem with Bernardo Silva is that blank game week coming up.
Yes.
It's brave of you to go. A lot of people are going for Palmer or Gordon. Why have you gone for Huang Hee-chan?
He's got Nottingham Forest and West Ham and Chelsea, and apparently he's been doing really well according to you.
He's been having a good season, but I think it's a pretty bold move to go for Hee-chan over.
Of all these people,
I would. Well,
the top 2 people who got the most points.
Yeah, but what about
Gordon and Huang?
So why have you not gone for Gordon then? Why have you gone for Hee-chan?
Because you're
a risk taker.
Nah, it's because the other one's cheaper.
Because he's one of the. Well, Palmer's cheaper than Huang.
Yeah, but
you want to save a bit more money.
Have a lot of points. No.
All right. Is it because your mum's from Wolverhampton as well?
No.
No. All right. So you've gone for Hee-chan.
Hee-chan.
You had another transfer to make.
Yes, I did.
And I know that we talked about the Crystal Palace fixtures.
Yes, we did.
I think they've got Liverpool and then City.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So you didn't fancy keeping. Who was it you had? Guehi. It was Guehi, wasn't it?
Yeah, Guehi.
So you didn't fancy keeping him. You decided to use your second transfer on defender.
Yes.
And you looked at a couple of options.
Yes.
What options did you look at here?
A Van Dijk, 6.1 million.
You were excited about Van Dijk for about 5 seconds while we were planning the podcast.
Yeah.
And then you decided not to get him.
No, that's because you told me that he's too expensive. He's not been getting enough points, and he's not been doing well.
I didn't say he's not been getting. He scored at the week. He scored against Sheffield United.
But you said that he wasn't going to do well.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I just said that you might want to look at someone cheaper.
So I did. And then you said, go for Pedro Porro, 5.3 million. And I did because I was forced to.
You weren't forced to. I said look at...
You owe me 10 words.
What for?
For forcing me to.
I didn't force you at all.
What about the bench curse in the first week? I didn't get paid for that. The first time I had the bench curse.
I've paid you for the latest bench curse.
Yeah, but what about the one before that? You didn't pay me a bit, and I got like 22 points on that.
Because there wasn't a bet before you had the Doku bench curse.
Well, you gotta give me the money.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm not giving you the money for the Doku bench curse when we hadn't even made a bet. Well, let's see if the bench curse could happen this week.
I'm in the bench Haaland.
Do you want to tell people what the bench curse is?
That's bench Haaland.
No, you can't force it. That's against the rules. Tell people what the bench curse is.
I don't think Haaland's going to do well this week.
Tell people what the bench curse is, because they might not know.
You tell them.
No, you tell them. It's your...
You and I invented it.
The bench curse happened when Blake benched Doku against Bournemouth, and he got like 20-odd points.
22.
And then we said, if that happens again, I have to give Blake money.
Yes.
And then it happened when he benched Tsimikas and he got 15 points.
Yes.
So I had to give Blake a fiver.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's in your team this week then, Blake? Why don't you run us through your team for game
You've
week
got a
16?
lot of dead hair behind your right ear.
I've got hair behind my right ear.
No, dead skin.
Dead skin behind my right ear. Brilliant.
And the last one.
I'm glad you're telling all your listeners that.
Yeah.
Why don't you run us through your team for
And
game week?
obviously you got to shave that beard like tomorrow. Way too long.
Okay. Oh, I think I'm going off YouTube lives. I'm just being abused.
Why? You're the one who suggested it tonight.
I thought it'd be good. Thought you could wear the hat.
I thought I could switch your face to once.
Go on. Who's in your team for game week 16, Blake?
In goal, I have Vicario. In defence, I have Simicas, Trippier, and Pedro Porro. Midfield, Son, Douglas Luiz, He-Chan, and Saka. And up front, I have Watkins, João Pedro, and Haaland. On the bench, Areola, Martinelli, Shaw, and Gusto.
Who are you captaining?
Haaland.
Got Luton, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Your vice captain?
He-Chan.
He-Chan. You love this guy all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know.
Son's got a flag, but you're hoping to play.
Do you know what his full name is?
Son Hyun-min.
Yes. A bunch of people say his name is Hyun-min Son. It's Son Hyun-min.
Is it?
Son is his first name. Do you understand that?
So if the bench curse is going to happen, it's going to have to be Martinelli or Shaw.
I reckon that could happen.
Well, both good players, I guess.
Come on, guys. Do really well this week.
Yeah. Do you know what? Your team looks better than mine again for game week 16.
What have you got in your team?
Do you want to see?
Now we're going to run through Matt's team.
You want to see my team?
Yeah.
For game week 16. It's looking really bad at the moment.
In goal, he has... There you go.
You want me to? Okay, in goal I've got Dubravka. So Nick Pope's injured. Why is that funny?
Because you call that... I have the Areola. You have Dubravka and Turner.
Yeah. Oh, do you know Turner's not even getting in the Forest side at the moment? Anyway, I got Dubravka because Pope's injured. So,
and he's not going to do well,
well, this is the transfer I made.
last year.
This is the transfer I made before I found out Mbemo was injured, right? So I've got Dubravka, but it's probably a mistake. I've got Gabriel and Saliba, but they're playing Villa away, so I don't really fancy that to go very well. But I got them because I thought they'd keep clean sheets against Wolves and Luton, and they didn't keep a clean sheet in either of those games.
So
that's not gone well. I've got Branthwaite from Everton, who he's just kept a clean sheet, but of course
I got Branthwaite playing Chelsea at home. What can go wrong?
Well, Chelsea aren't great, are they? But do you know what?
Oh, Dean. Definitely not going to concede against Arsenal at home.
I had Branthwaite on my bench for the clean sheet he's just kept. So I didn't even get those points. You've just mentioned, I've got Luca Dean against Arsenal. That defense is terrible, isn't it? Look, you've got Simicas, Trippier, and Porro. I've got Gabriel, Saliba, Branthwaite, and Digne. Who's
your other defender on your bench?
Oh, I've had Botman for ages, but
I have Gusto for ages.
Well, and they're both injured. So in midfield, I've got Palmer, who could do all right. Bowen, he could do all right. Saka and Salah. See, that's not bad.
Who you got up front?
And then I've got Watkins and Haaland. So
on your bench, you got a bench alert.
Yeah.
You think that Mbemo has more likely chance of playing?
No.
Then we got to swap the bench around.
Would
you rather have Osula, who's actually playing, or Mbemo, who has no chance of playing?
It doesn't really matter, because if Mbemo doesn't play, then Osula would just come into my team. But yeah, my bench is terrible. It's Turner, who probably won't play, and Mbemo and Botman, who are injured, and Osula, who's I think he's a Sheffield United striker.
You're so bad. So bad. Bad.
So I don't really have a bench. So I'm a bit jealous of you having that defence plus He-Chan, Son. Yeah.
I have Douglas Luiz too.
You've got João Pedro, and I know I criticised a couple of weeks ago when you bought him, but playing Burnley at home, do you know what? That could work out for you this week. What do you think? Oh, all right. Watch the video. Blake's copying me now. Should we? So, are you confident this game week?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Well, I hope you have a good one. I've got to debate whether to take a -4 to try and sort my team out.
That I recommend taking a -64.
Do you really? Because then you'd be ahead of me. Do you want to play any of your chips? You've still not played any chips, have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, you played a wild card.
Yeah, I haven't played bench boost, free hit, or triple.
Why don't you play a
captain.
triple captain? I get Haaland and Newton.
You think that I should use my triple captain?
Well,
now?
I wasted my triple captain.
Okay, guys. If you listen to this podcast quick, we have to go do it before 9th of December at 11. Is that 11 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock in the morning?
The deadline is tomorrow, 9th December, 11 a.m.
Well, guys, go quick, please. Tell me, should I do the triple captain?
All right.
And I'm doing it now because I don't think any of you will have enough time to vote.
Should we put like a poll on Twitter?
Yeah, and I'm gonna vote for one, and that's gonna get me. That's gonna equal 10 votes.
If people vote that you should triple captain Haaland, will you actually do it?
Yeah, and then I add 10
Alright.
votes onto the side that I think should win.
All right. Well, we're going to put a poll on Twitter as to whether Blake should triple captain Haaland,
Yes.
and then we'll see what happens. Right. Why don't you do? We've got a Blake's mix-up.
Oh, Blake's mix up.
That's not the jingle, Blake.
Blake's mix up for Christmas.
Blake's mix-up for Christmas.
Yeah.
I like it. What is the mix-up this week then?
Old Andorra rests.
Old Andorra rests.
You can please spell that out, Matthew.
I'll spell it OldAndorraRests. Old Andorra rests. If people could unscramble those letters, what should they do, Blake?
They should go to my Facebook or Twitter account.
You're calling it Twitter today?
Oh, I mean X. And
they should send in... Why are you doing a loser sign above my head?
Because you are a loser.
Thanks, Blake.
You're welcome.
Is it time for your famous farewell?
I think so. No, yeah. No, is it? No.
Probably.
Probably? No.
Go on then, Blake.
I need to talk about something.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm just going to find something in FPL. Who is the best FPL captain for game week 16? Let's have a look.
Blake's just reading an article on the FPL website.
I'm going to give you good advice according to this.
Well, who's it mentioned? It mentions Haaland. It mentions Salah.
Okay, so Haaland's got more points.
Haaland or Salah, basically.
More goals, more assists, same blanks, and more runs. So,
are you happy to captain Haaland?
Yeah. So, guys, Captain Haaland according to the FPL website.
There you go.
And me.
Right, go on.
Definitely me.
Let's have a famous farewell.
I'm almost in my school prayer for lunch, but okay. Thank you for listening to FPL Kids. Subscribe and leave a good review for FPL Kids on Facebook, X, and YouTube. And one more thing. What?